Hi, this is Peter Godinez, your ambassador with KDTV, and I want to just call this more of an appreciation series. I mean, we're at the end of 2014. We're doing a little countdown before the year's over, and Bob Allen, my hero mentor, Bob Allen is with me, and we just want to just review, God, what just happened here in 2014. And I just got to say, Bob, what was our first initial goals in this?
Well, it's interesting you asked that way, and as you were asking, it really did hit me that 2014 was a transition year for us. It became obvious a couple of years ago that the traditional advertising model for internet television was just not going to work. You know, you go and ask somebody to spend money on advertising with you, the first thing they ask is, how many people are watching? And they're expecting in the thousands. Well, you know, we get a couple of hundred people watching. I mean, we get over 5,000 views now, unique viewers a month, you know, which to me is quite significant when we started at the beginning of the year at an average of about 1,000 viewers a month. So we certainly, with the programs that, you know, we're doing, you know, with you, the Good Morning Oxnard, Good Morning Portland,
Meet the Boss, Meet the Candidate.
People, you know, we're getting people to understand who we are, but we have to change our model from one of traditional advertising and going back to the traditional public television the way it was meant to be. Showing major businesses in the community what we're trying to do and asking for their assistance in sponsoring what we're trying to do. Not asking for advertising dollars, but asking them to share in helping us build the network so that we could teach every high school in Ventura County how to broadcast every one of their sports, even going down not only to competitions, but teachers who want to look at giving something special. The use of the studios at the high schools are going to be bringing everybody into the 21st century. So for me, it's a collaborative event right now for us. How do we, as the private sector, help the public sector fund all of these things? And that's what we're now looking at, ways of doing that.
It's very well put. And as you are answering that, and I want to say phrases that we live by in the year 2014, but collaboration was definitely, we could have t-shirts that say collaboration. How important was the collaboration this year?
Well, as it started with Dr. Tiffany Morse, okay? Dr. Morse is head of the new Career Education Center. She took over the old ROP program about a year and a half, 2 years ago. And last year we got involved with that. It got started in a very somewhat hectic way, but she wouldn't let it fail. And we have a young intern sitting doing the camera right now.
No, just kidding.
Who was the first graduate of the broadcast curriculum at the Career Education Center last year.
Right.
It got to the point where this year we went into the Oxnard Union High School District to run the broadcasting academy, so to say, and we have over 30 students at Oxnard High School as part of what we're doing. So you start looking for some voids in the marketplace, and one of the things that we found was there is no portal site anywhere on the internet that you can go to and see all of the leagues, standings, results, and upcoming events of all sports in Ventura County. In other words, we don't have a newspaper that'll go down and follow high school wrestling.
It's a good example.
You know what I'm saying?
Good example.
Yeah, everybody wants to go to the football game, but who wants to go to girls wrestling? Well, we have a couple
visions, but
not many people know
not many
girls
people.
wrestle.
That's a real niche.
That's a loaded question.
Speak to me about the concept 1 + 1 + 1. I mean, that inspired me this year. I don't even know how many ones you used. I don't know if you changed, but talk to us about how that went in 2014.
What we have done is we've created a broadcast channel on our network, okay, for every one of the high schools in Ventura County. We are then basically starting with the Oxnard Union High School District, since there were only 6 schools in that district, to start, and especially Oxnard High School had a full studio adjacent to the Performing Arts Center that was totally not used. So basically, we came in this year and worked with the Oxnard Union High School District and Fundy LeJohn, you know, the teacher, and
man.
it's created something that we have 30 students in the class. We found this portal site that we couldn't get information, so we have now have reporters, okay, starting to gather data for every winter sport at each of the 6 high schools in the Oxnard Union High School District. And we will be starting the new sports center. I will announce it now. That's our goal for next year, is going to be KSPN TV. The Katy
You heard it here.
The Katy Sports Programming Network. Just like ESPN was the start of expanding the sports coverage
Right.
to more than just the local New York, Los Angeles.
And we
sports
know what
programs.
ESPN has done with our history then.
Exactly right. So what we're hoping to do is basically to create that hyper-local site that will be able to be used as a model for first other districts in the Ventura County Office of Education, like Conejo Valley, Simi Valley, and Ventura Unified. And hopefully it becomes the model that, with our Meet the Boss program that we're working with, also provides income coming in for the schools. So the overall thing, looking at 2015, is possibly the most exciting time
I would agree.
that I've been around. And I've had a couple of major, what I'm going to call product startups. And we always used to call them in the sales, the pipeline filling.
Right.
I mean, that pipeline filling time of getting new product out to the market is possibly the most exciting time frame, and that's what we're looking at right now.
Would you say we're building the mechanism to drive that? And I'm thinking in sound bites, Bob, because things that you have said, we're not actually selling. We're asking for help to help people who need the help, and we're not. I said naive enough to know that revenues need to come in, but it goes back that you said that win-win-win situation that that we live by. We also talk about, again, another soundbite is connecting the pieces. Mm-hmm. Talk to us a little bit how the pieces connected in 2014.
Well, as you saw today, we had, just doing the interviews that we had with the mayor of Port Hueneme, mm-hmm. the president of the Oxnard Harbor District, the type of people that we now have coming in, all the meet the candidate things that we did this year. Mm-hmm. The respect that we've gained as, I'm going to use the term again, public broadcasting the way it was meant to be. In other words, if it bleeds, we don't cover it,
right.
Okay? In other words, we're not looking to hit a Grand Slam home run and get a YouTube viral video. We're trying to build a very, very strong foundation of a community communications network.
Right. And that's one of the other sound bites that you review as we go through this. And so for 2015, I just would summarize this year. You know how you dislike certain sayings, and there's one saying that says, well, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. And quite frankly, I understand why not too many people would want to do this, although there was a huge degree and element of fun to it, but very challenging, very rewarding. And 2015 just seems like a year that we've prepared and trained all our lives, and especially in 2014, and here it comes.
I have 2 goals that I've set
Talk
for
to us.
myself and for Katy for 2014. June 2014, my hope is that 6 high schools in the Oxnard Union High School District will all live stream their graduations so that people could be anywhere in the world watching their family graduate from high school.
That's powerful. No matter where they're at.
No matter
whether
where they're at.
another zip
Yes.
code here, another
matter-
state
yep.
across the
No
world.
matter where they're at. The other one is a dream that I've had for a long, long time, okay? And I've talked to the people at the Watermark Restaurant in Ventura. December 31st, 2015, I would like the corner of Main Street to be blocked off with a scissor lift coming down 10, 9, 8, 7, so we don't have to watch the New Year on tape delay from Times Square.
You just were in my head with my emotions. We've lived that our whole entire lives. And you know, one of the things you kind of said it, and I just want to reinforce it. It's a soundbite, driving force. Bob, we're actually empowering, again, Maximilian Stanton sitting right here. We're empowering young individuals who may not have decided their career yet, but are going to be major contributors to this world. And you know, I've used it more than you have, but all hands on deck. Everybody has gifts. Everybody is basically contributing to what we need to get done. And you know, Bob, that's what I felt in 2014, is we're empowering our future generations, our very near generation. In fact, they're already in the game, so to speak. And Bob, that is really exciting.
It certainly is. And with that, Peter, I want to wish you and the family our best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a real happy and successful New Year, as I want to do the same thing for all our viewers at this time. And my hope is that 2015 is going to be a year that we're going to look back in Ventura County history as the year something major started.
With that, I say agree, amen. Back to you, Bob Allen. And with that, this is Katie TV. And again, great 2014, and come on 2015. A lot of exciting things. Until next time.